$1 watch versus $50 million watch.
This is a $1.5 million watch. This one costs $50 million. But your watch owning journey begins here.
Watches either like $1 watches look like a Burger King toy, and then like $20,000 watches you get the Rolex, and then for like 100,000 you get the diamonds with the Rolex, and then 50 mil is just Burger King toy again. Like, so it goes Burger King toy to actually encrusted diamonds and rubies and gold and shiny Rolex. And then once you get to like 20 to 50 million, it's back a Burger King toy.
With a $30 Flick Flack. Flick Flacks are simple, playful watches built to teach kids how to tell time. The Flick Flack has unbeatable quality. With great durability and elegant designs, it's the perfect start to your watch owning journey. But as you get older, you want a watch that's cooler. So for $40, you buy a Casio.
Casio, I know it.
When you're talking about a brand that sets the standard for a watch at an affordable tier, is there honestly one that does it any better than...
If you, in high school, you had a Casio, you was automatically that dude, bro. You had a Casio little digital watch or a G-Shock, you was automatically that dude. Everybody who was popular had a G-Shock. And then later on, it became like the Apple Watches and stuff, like when I was like a sophomore or a junior.
Casio, in 1957, made the first compact electronic calculator. 23 years later, they made one for your wrist. The Japanese company has a wide range of quality, affordable watches with timeless designs. The legendary Casio F91W was worn throughout history by highly influential figures like Osama bin Laden
Oh
and
my
Osama
God.
bin Laden.
Bro, what? How you go from just watches to literally a terrorist?
W was worn throughout history by
I'm all thinking it's like Jeffrey Epstein or something, and then it's like just somebody worse.
highly influential figures like Osama bin Laden and Osama bin Laden's bombs. Your Casio is great and you love wearing it. But as you get older, you start to want something classier. The Timex Weekender, a brand with American roots, Timex had a mission to make affordable watches with great quality and durability.
Notice how it captures the elegance of the most expensive watches.
When you think of Timex, you think of the Weekender aesthetic.
I love the simple design of these pieces. The Indiglow is a fun, like, just kind of treat
Oh,
with this.
that's tight.
Your Timex serves you well. Maybe you should buy another traditional watch. Or maybe you shouldn't.
This is all slightly absurd. You don't need a watch nowadays.
Because by this point in your journey, you're working towards becoming a young professional. You can't wear an antiquated trinket. You need something practical and productive. So for $250, you buy an Apple Watch SE. The Apple Watch released in 2015, and 4 years later, it outsold every Swiss watchmaker combined. The Swiss watch industry got thrown out the window faster than an Apple sweatshop worker. Your Apple Watch makes you wake up with its vibrating alarm feature. It makes you go outside with its step counter. It makes you go to bed with its sleep tracking. Forget intrinsic motivation and the willpower of the human spirit. All you ever needed were 3 colorful circles.
Yeah, them circles, bro. If you see them circles going on your wrist, like you just feel automatically more successful.
But there's a problem with your Apple Watch that no amount of convenience, health tracking, or performance metrics can fix. Your Apple Watch has no soul. Compared to the history, the craftsmanship, and the magic of traditional watches, your Apple Watch is just a sterile slab of tech.
When you walk in a room with that on your wrist, you're telling everybody I'm 20% off retail. I wouldn't be caught dead with that on my wrist.
This is all slightly absurd.
The whole time Marcus Browley's worth like 20 mil. Like, bro, just let me have my tech, bro. It's not 1955 no more, gang. Like, I need this. This shit jacking everything. I pay for stuff with this. Man, what can you do with your watch besides make it look cool? Like, oh, this man's about his time and his money. Like, bro, it's not 1980. Nobody cares.
You don't need a watch nowadays. But it's just about doing what is exceptional. It's about doing what is, I think, beautiful and something that can really tell a story in itself.
I still can't admit it's nothing like a nice watch though. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like Rolex or something. It's nothing like that, bro. It's just the feel.
Then one day, you throw your Apple Watch out the window and you buy a Seiko Presage. Seiko is a brand that offers some of the best value for money in the entire watch industry. During World War II, Seiko produced military watches for Japanese troops. In 1969, Seiko dropped an atomic bomb on the watch industry when they introduced the quartz movement, which used a battery and a quartz crystal to power a watch. These battery-powered watches were more accurate, affordable, and reliable than traditional mechanical watches. The Presage is Seiko's dress watch line, known for their salacious dials. It's a great watch, but it's just a Seiko. Inspiration comes at odd times. In 1917, the founder of Cartier was looking at newspaper photographs of World War I tanks going into battle, and in an act of utter capitalism, he thought to himself, we can make a watch out of this. The Cartier tank has a rectangular design inspired by the Renault FT-17. The iconic watch has transcended the test of time and the boundaries of gender, being worn by everyone from Princess Diana to Muhammad Ali. Its understated elegance makes it a necessary addition to your watch collection. In 1965, NASA needed an official wristwatch for the Apollo space program. 4 watch brands answered the call, and they faced off in the NASA watch trials. One brand, Hamilton, sent in a pocket watch.
Like, bro, if you don't get that out of here,
The 3 remaining watches were put through rigorous torture tests until the Omega Speedmaster reigned victorious. 4 years later, the Speedmaster solidified itself in watchmaking history as the first watch.
Y'all really believe that people went to the moon, bro? Like, if you go outside in the desert, at night, it looks just like that, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, it looks exactly like that. So I don't even know. Like, this
On the moon.
it's a whole
One
different
small
perspective.
step for man, one giant leap for the Omega marketing team. 57 quintillion Omega Speedmaster models have since been released, all with different styles and complications. Like this one here that shows you the phases of the moon.
Take this. That's an Omega. And that has a moon phase. Do you see the moon in the bottom of it? You see the moon on the bottom of it? It's a real high resolution photograph of the moon. Do you see the
Thank you,
little
Joe.
moon? When it comes full moon, you'll get
Almost
a
half.
real sense of the moon. It's a beautiful high resolution image.
Joe.
Yeah, still not worth. How much?
There's one watch brand that everyone knows.
If you asked 99 of 100 men on the street to name a luxury watch, we all know what they're going to say.
Rolex.
It's just very human to like a Rolex.
For $10,000, you buy a Rolex Submariner.
Okay, I feel like I can do so much more with $10,000 than buy a watch. You know what I'm saying? You can buy half a Tesla Model 3. You can franchise a McDonald's and make your money back in like months. You can start a fucking business, washing cars or something. You could invest it in stocks. Like, there's just so much more. Like, if you buy a Rolex, you got money to burn. It's just that simple.
Rolex watches were initially built to be tools. When the Submariner released in 1954, it cost $150 bucks. But Rolex
Bro, it's not Submariner, it's Submariner.
built to be tools. When the Submariner
Submariner. It's Submariner.
released in 1954, it cost $150 bucks. But Rolex's superior marketing and pop culture significance entered their brands into the realm of luxury. What was once a symbol of ruggedness and adventure became one of materialistic success. It used to be that you were the man, so you bought a Rolex. But nowadays, you buy a Rolex in hopes of becoming the man. In 1971, AP, on the verge of bankruptcy, called upon legendary designer Gerald Genta to make them an unprecedented steel sports watch. The deadline was one single day. At 11:59 p.m., Genta submitted his assignment, unaware that it would soon become the most influential watch design of all time. With its octagonal bezel, exposed screws, and seamless integrated bracelet, the AP Royal Oak
That is a beautiful watch. I see why rappers get it bust down all the time. That's a beautiful watch.
is iconic and ubiquitous.
Every rapper is
Need Bugatti things, need Bugatti t-shirts. I want something that's gonna make me happy.
Is that a Bugatti Chiron?
Yes, absolutely.
This man and Bugatti just need to get married already. Like, just get married, Andrew Tate. Marry your Bugatti. Marry the company. This man
The
has
Jacob &
Bugatti.
Co. Bugatti Chiron Tourbillon captures the spirit of a hypercar. Its outside shows the flowing lines and curves of a Bugatti. Its inside, a Bugatti 16-cylinder engine wind-up toy.
See, now we're in the realms of McDonald's toys again. You get what I'm saying? Like, first, he's gonna start off with some joke, Krusty the Clown ass watch for $1. Then it's gonna go up to like, you know, the functional watch, like the timer, the Casio. Then it's gonna go to like the Rolex and the AP for like 25,000. And then it's gonna, as soon as you hit like 100,000, you back to a McDonald's toy. Like, it's crazy.
Watch my engine start.
Like, man, what the?
That is super cool.
That's trash.
By this point in your watch owning journey, you've obtained a level of wealth that is extravagant, abrasive, and dangerous.
So I used to wear my Rolex.
You know what you could have did with that $300,000? You could have spent a whole small country or something. You could have freaking donated it or something. Like, instead you bought this freaking goofy ass watch.
Daytona a lot, but I had an experience recently. I thought I was gonna get attacked over my Daytona.
With 6 figures on your wrist, you need to be cautious. Maybe you live in London, where you're at risk of getting run up on by machete-wielding blokes.
Don't f***ing wear that in London. Do not wear that in London.
What are they gonna do, f***ing machete me?
Yeah, literally.
Run away, bro.
Maybe you live in New York City, where high crime rates and sketchy subways have you watching your...
way, does Sneeko know that somebody chasing you with a knife doesn't stop until they get you? You know what I'm saying? Like, once they start chasing you, bro, it's not so simple to just run away. You better hope you have way more stamina than this person, because they're not going to stop until they get that watch.
Your back at all times. You might even live in a third world country. No matter the location, you realize that your watches have gone from a simple accessory to an asset, a store of material value. The Lange Turbograph is a token of affluence, featuring 5 complications, 1,101 parts, and polishing instructions written by the Half-Blood Prince. It's a beautiful piece.
It's just a normal watch, bro, with an overcomplicated mechanism. I don't see the appeal. Doesn't have diamonds in it. I can't pay for lunch with it. I can't track my health.
Look at this tourbillon, a mechanism originally built to prevent the effects of gravity on pocket watches. Its hypnotic beauty might distract you from the fact that, in modern wristwatches, it's useless. The Fusain chain mechanism in the watch is also completely obsolete. The expert finishing on the movement's inner parts? You never actually see it.
I don't have to take my watch to a mechanic shop just to get the time and chain fixed. Like, I don't want to have to do that, bro. Like, keep that shit for 500,000, bro. Like, that's bullshit to me. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe this is all slightly absurd, but maybe that's the point. Richard Mille RM69 sex watch, $696,000. What celebrity do you think owns this watch?
What kind of P. Diddy ass watch is that? Like, I'm pretty sure it's Drake. That's definitely Drake.
Drake's weapon of choice, the RM69, has 3 6-sided rollers which produce randomized erotic messages. For example, let me D-word your
wet ass P-word.
I want to
S-word
your
female genitalia.
Let me tell you one thing. When I put a Richard Mille on my wrist,
Nigga paid $1 million, $700,000 for that goofy ass Wheel of Fortune ass fucking Family Feud sex watch. That is like, yeah, when they say Richard out of touch, that's an understatement, bro. Like, I could think of 157,000 ways to better spend that money.
it's just bizarre.
$500,000.
Yo, thanks, bro.
All of a sudden, I walk different. I talk different.
Do people treat you different?
Yes. Yeah.
Remember that Cartier tank you bought for $5 grand? They squished it. 1.5 million. Cartier tank you bought for $5 grand? They squished it.
Wow. Yeah, watches, they always make me a little frustrated, bro. Like, watch culture always makes me a little frustrated. Because, like, people, they just, I don't know, it become like a status symbol. Like, it's more than what it is. It's like, look at me, look at my watch. Look at my watch. And I get it. It's like oh, look how much I care about my time. But, like, you wasting all this money that took you time, probably years to make. And then now it's going onto your wrist just to tell people how important you are. That's crazy. And then the crazy thing is 99.9% of people have no fucking idea how much your watch is worth. Only thieves and other rich people.
1 point. 5 million. Inspiration comes at odd times. In 1967, a man wearing a Cartier watch got in a car accident. The force of the impact and the heat of the crash melted the oval-shaped case of the man's watch. And when Cartier himself saw the brutally damaged object, he only thought one thing: we can make a watch out of this. That is the backstory of the Cartier crash, according to the Cartier marketing department.
Unbelievable.
The actual
All right, I'm back.
backstory of the watch is much simpler. Rich people got bored. Thus spawned the Cartier crash, a perfectly imperfect watch. Chaotic, but calculated. When it was released, no one liked it. Then Kanye wore it, and everyone liked it. A lot.
Kanye said, only millionaires wear chains. They said, what? He said, I'm a billionaire. Billionaires don't wear their money on their body.
The Jacob & Co. Billionaire is the ultimate display of opulence. Thanos scoured the universe for infinity stones. Jacob & Co. scoured the earth for perfect diamonds to assemble this gauntlet. With the Jacob & Co. Billionaire, you can simply snap your fingers and you'd be getting robbed at gunpoint.
Like, give me that Jacob and whatever, nigga.
Jacob & Co. Billionaire, you can simply snap your fingers and you'd be getting robbed at gunpoint.
So I told my team, we're gonna build a watch.
It took us almost 4 years to find the stones.
I've never put anything like this on my wrist.
It's gonna be called a billionaire.
21 billionaire watches have been.
I mean, at least it looks like a billionaire's watch, you know what I'm saying? At least it's not just some green plastic, you know what I'm saying? And they want 18 million for it. But there's another watch after, I'm pretty sure. That is the green plastic watch.
Been made, with one model being owned by world-famous billionaire Floyd Mayweather.
I was the first one wearing the Patek Philippe. And, you know, I was the first one.
In 1868, Patek Philippe made the first Swiss wristwatch. This was a time when pocket watches dominated the industry. Wristwatches were seen as feminine, not to be taken seriously by men. In 1914, the Albuquerque Journal said, "The fellow who wears a wristwatch is frequently suspected of having lace on his lingerie."
Oh, what? That's the equivalent of saying the one whoever says what is gay. And you like, what? Like, it's crazy, like, the fellow who wears a wristwatch is frequently suspect. And then all of a sudden people are bedazzling it and getting Bugatti engines and like, they might have a point. They might have a point. No, I'm just kidding. But like, how did it evolve to something masculine? That's crazy.
And of braiding his hair at night.
And braiding his hair at night. They do realize that braids aren't really feminine.
But after a few years of war and marketing, the wristwatch transformed from a small piece of woman's jewelry to a masculine tool and a unit of legacy. Men went from calling wristwatches gay to waxing their forearms so they don't tarnish their wristwatch. Perceptions and interests are in perpetual motion. A small trinket that tells the time can be a toy, a tool, a status symbol, and even a work of art.
See, look, now we're back in toy territory.
Each one of these stones has a story. Carbon, exposed to extreme heat and pressure in the Earth's mantle, transforms into diamond before being pushed to the Earth's surface through volcanic eruption. These magical gems hide patiently in eruption sites until they inevitably get dug up by little African boys.
What?
You may get so lost in the sparkle of your 110-carat graph hallucination that you don't even notice the time passing by on its minuscule dial. And beneath that dial is the same type of watch movement that was in your flick-flack. The world's most expensive watch has an economical, battery-powered quartz movement.
Wow.
What advice would you give to young guys or young girls just getting into watches now?
Just getting into watches.
Yeah.
It's all about the progression. Yeah. Don't jump out the window.
Right.
Off the back.
I can't get over that they're originally for women. That's what It's getting to me like, how could the most masculine thing that we own today be originally for women? It's like the exact vice versa for everything else. Because men used to wear skirts, braid their hair, and wear tights. And then that became a woman thing later on. But with the watch, it's the opposite. Like, so what's really going on here? Like,
I'm testing the worst 1-star cruise you can possibly.
all right. That's it for today. We're gonna pick up where we left off at on Friday. Come back to my stream on Friday. We're gonna react to some more videos. You know what I'm saying? Check my Twitch out. It's below. Make sure you subscribe or follow so you don't miss the next stream. All right. Thanks for watching.